Good evening, everyone. Happy Sunday. Thanks so much for joining us on this Sunday evening. Welcome to Laura and Antonio's Virtual Jazz Club. This is the end of week number 11, and this is concert number 77. I'm a poet and I know it. Haha. And we accidentally just played some Christmas music here.
Merry Christmas!
Yeah, apparently it's Christmas again and on May 31st. I've got all of our albums here on my trusty handy-dandy iPod Classic, which is still the best iPod in my opinion. And we've got 7 albums here, and I was so sure that they were organized chronologically, and we were playing our first album during the little pre-concert experience here. And I was sure that our second album was going to come on right after that finished, but apparently our Christmas album did. So anyway, there's a little promotion for Christmas next year. If you want to order some Christmas music to play next December, we've got a Christmas album that we released this past holiday season. So that was a little bit that you just heard. Thank you so much for joining us. We'd like to say thank you to all of our patrons who have been making this virtual jazz club possible for us for 11 weeks and counting now, well, soon to be 12 weeks. So thank you so much. If you'd like to become a patron of Laura Dubin Jazz, you can click on the link right in the video here. If you're watching on YouTube, just click on the arrow underneath the video if you don't see the link, and that's where you'll find it. And when you get to that page, you will find 3 different ways that you can make a contribution. The first way is
purchase our albums.
The second is
Make a one-time donation.
And the third is
Become a monthly patron of Laura Dubin Jazz.
And if you'd like to make a contribution, but you'd prefer not to do it online, you can send me a Facebook message or you can email me through the contact form on my website, and we can discuss another method.
We always respect the privacy of our donors.
Tonight, we'd like to start with a classic jazz tune called Just Friends. And although, if you listen to the lyrics, which we won't be having tonight, if you listen to the lyrics, you'll find it's a song about a couple ending their relationship and just becoming friends. But I'm going to think of it as the other way around, about being just friends and then becoming a couple later on. So we've got a couple pictures here. This is the first photo of us that was ever taken. And that was actually the second day that we knew each other. That was when we were working on our first cruise ship together, and I think our friend Dennis took that photo in Greece, and we were literally just friends. And then in this one, we were also still just friends. This was taken in Rome in front of the what it's called, the Spanish Steps.
Yes.
What was funny was we were not a couple yet at that time, but there was a guy in the street selling flowers. As you can see, I'm holding some flowers there, and he insisted on forcing Antonio to buy me those flowers.
Well, no, actually, he was giving us a present on the street.
Is that what it was?
It's a trick of the Italian.
He gave it to us.
Exactly,
And then,
they gave us
then
for free that.
Yeah.
But after they take a picture, they ask you for some kind of tip or something.
But the funny part was that he turned to Antonio and said, "Please buy these flowers for your wife." And we were not even a couple yet, but that guy had a sixth sense, that's for sure. So anyway, it was just an excuse to share these photos. This is our version of the song, Just Friends. That was a song called Just Friends, and I think a few people were tuning in as we were playing that tune. So the reason these pictures of Antonio and I are up here is because these are 2 photos that were taken when we were still just friends before anything romantic ever happened. This photo right here is actually the first photo that was ever taken of us. And then this one here was taken by somebody who thought that we were married, even though we were not even close to that yet, but they were they were kind of psychic. Yeah. So thank you all so much for joining us. Feel free to leave us a comment, say hello. You can let us know where you're watching from. And if you're watching this for the first time, please introduce yourself. It's always been great having new listeners here almost every night. So we'd like to play a really interesting composition next. And this is by a saxophonist named Mike Murley, who is from Toronto, I think. Yeah. And I think he's actually played at the Jazz Festival, but it was before that I knew who he was, so I unfortunately didn't see him, but hopefully he'll be back someday if the Jazz Fest reconvenes in the future. But this was your album that you played for me.
This album, it was some saxophone player in Mexico. Mm-hmm. Everybody called him Jaco because he has some stories.
Related to Jaco Pastorius?
Yeah, but he's a great saxophone player, and he gave me this album.
Oh, okay.
And
great album.
Yeah, and I think when we were sharing music, we were thinking, oh my God, what a beautiful arrangement.
Yeah. So this piece is called Conversation Piece, and it's also the name of the album, title track from the album by saxophonist Mike Murley. That was called Conversation Piece from an album of the same title by a saxophonist named Mike Murley. And it's such a great album. We should play more of those tunes in our next several concerts. Thank you all so much for joining us. I know there are a few people just tuning in now. So once again, we'd like to say thank you to all of our patrons who have been making this virtual jazz club possible for us. We really appreciate your support. And thank you so much. If you'd like to become a patron of what we're doing here, please click on the link in the video. It'll take you to the music/store page of my website, or you can simply go there on another device if you're not watching on a touchscreen right now. And when you get to that page, you'll find 3 different ways that you can make a contribution. The first way is
purchase our albums.
The second way is
make a one-time donation.
And the third option is
become a monthly patron of Laura Dubin Jazz.
And if you'd like to make a contribution, but you prefer not to do it online, please send me a Facebook message or email me through the contact form on my website, and we can talk about another method.
We always respect the privacy of our donors.
And feel free to reach out if you have any questions about how any of that works as well. We'd like to play a wonderful jazz standard kind of Great American Songbook tune next, and I always loved this tune. It's called Moonglow. was called Moonglow. We're going to take just a quick little break just to say hello to some listeners who left some comments. I saw a few popping up. And if you haven't left one yet, but you're out there watching now, feel free to leave a comment and say hello right now, because I will probably see it. And if not, we're going to read through them again at the end of the concert too. So if I don't see it right now, we should see it then. And I know a lot of new people are following this page now. So if any of them are watching right now, we'd like to welcome you all. Thanks so much for being here. Hey, Alicia. Thank you so much for watching. Great to have you here. Oh, I think it's Joni actually typing on Alicia's phone. Hi, Joni and Alicia. It says, good evening. Joni. Good evening, Lori and Antonio. I'm on Alicia's phone tonight. Oh, thank you. Very nice picture of you both. Looking forward to your wonderful songs once again. Thank you. We're so glad you're here.
Thank you.
And so many good memories just looking at those two photos. This just wave of emotion comes over me. Alejandro and your mom are both watching. Hola, Ale and Mary Lou.
Hola, ma.
Thank you so much for
Hola,
watching.
Ale. Gracias.
Robert Neno says, bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Merci.
Monsieur.
Thank you for being here, Robert.
Thank you, Robert.
I see your brother's also watching. Hola, Ale. Thank you so much for being here.
Gracias. My little brother.
Yeah. Chaparrito.
Exactly.
I hope I said that right?
Yeah.
Joni says, great to sit back and listen to your uplifting songs. Thank you. Hey, Donna. Great to have you here.
Thank you for watching, Donna.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, this is cool. She says, Moonglow was introduced in 1933 by jazz violinist Joe Venuti years ago at the Monticello restaurant in Henrietta. Henrietta, that was a jazz club, I think, called the Round Towner. That's amazing. Wow.
Oh, wow, this is great.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm really sorry that, I never made it there because I think it was closed by the time I was born, but I've heard so many stories about that place. I know Marian McPartland played there. I think she even mentioned it in her book, or in the biography that I read about her. They mentioned her playing there, and I think staying there also.
Nice.
And Alec Wilder, the composer who she collaborated with a lot. I know they both were there together a lot.
Okay.
A lot of jazz greats have been through here. So thank you for sharing that little bit of history, Donna.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to come back to the comments again later at the end of the program. So if you haven't left one yet, you can leave one now or anytime between now and a little while from now, and we will see your comment at the end. So this next piece goes out to my dad because we were talking about this with him last night. Actually, he's the one who brought it up. We were talking about Thelonious Monk. This is a Thelonious Monk tune called Mysterioso.
Mysterioso, yeah.
And one thing that Thelonious Monk was very well known for, not every single one of his compositions have this, but many of his compositions have the art of repetition, where he'll repeat a phrase so many times to really just drive that point into your mind. And this is exactly one of those examples. was called Mysterioso by Thelonious Monk, and we dedicate that to my dad. We were talking about that piece last night, and he reminded us what a fun composition it is. And we're going to have more Monk on the agenda for this coming week. It's always a great time to be playing some Monk. So we got just a few tunes left. We're going to slow things down a little bit now, and then pick them back up again after that. This is a beautiful composition that was kind of made well known as a jazz standard by Bill Evans, who recorded it on his live album from the Village Vanguard. This is called Detour Ahead. That was called Detour Ahead, and it was composed by John Frigo and Herb Ellis, but that was the arrangement of the pianist Bill Evans from his Live at the Village Vanguard recording. Classic trio album with him and Scott LaFaro on bass and Paul Motion on the drums. It was actually the last recording they made together as a trio before Scott, unfortunately, died in a car crash, which was an absolute tragedy. But even their short career together as a trio has been hugely influential on musicians like us and thousands more musicians all over the world. So we've got just one more tune to play for you. Again, if you haven't left a comment already, feel free to leave one right now, because after this last tune, we're going to read through them one more time to respond to any that we might have missed the first time. And once again, just a huge thank you to all of our patrons who have been making this virtual jazz club a reality for us for 11 weeks now. This is the end of week number 11, and this is concert 77. Woo! 7-11. 7 steps to heaven. So we really couldn't do it without your support, so thank you all so much. If you'd like to become a patron of Laura Dubin Jazz, please click on the link in the video here. If you're watching on YouTube and you don't see the link, just click on the arrow underneath the video and that's where you'll find it. Or if you're not watching on a touchscreen device right now, you can go to lauradubin.com on another device and then head on over to the music/store page. And you'll find 3 different ways that you can make a contribution. The first way is
purchase our albums.
The second is
make a one-time donation.
And the third option is
become a monthly patron of Laura Dubin Jazz.
And if you'd like to donate but you'd prefer not to do it online, you can send me a Facebook message or email me through the contact form on my website and we can discuss an alternate method.
We always respect the privacy of our donors.
And if you're not able to donate right now, that's absolutely okay. You are really making a contribution to our music simply by being here in our audience tonight. We truly appreciate all of you. It's been great to be able to share our music with so many people during this time, and we are really looking forward to keeping it going for as long as possible. So we're going to finish out with a Miles Davis tune now, and this is actually a tune that when he was playing with his quintet, they would very often play at the end of their sets because it has a very kind of final sound to it. In fact, the whole tune kind of sounds like one giant ending, as you'll hear in a minute. This is called The Theme. And this was first on the album called Workin' with the Miles Davis Quintet, but they had it on many live recordings after that. The Theme by Miles Davis, and he very often closed out his performances with that piece, and so that's what we're doing here tonight. That's all the music for today, but we really hope to see you back here again tomorrow night, 23 hours from now, approximately.
Approximately.
Or I don't know what time it is. Oh, actually, a little earlier than I thought it was. Let's say it's like 23 and a half hours from now. So if we have any new listeners joining us, we're doing these concerts every night. We did our first of these consecutive online concerts on March 16th, which was actually right when we got our shelter-in-place order here in Rochester and most of the country. We have not missed one night, no matter what's been going on in our daily life. During the day, we've been here every night, and we are so enjoying it. It's truly always the highlight of our day every day, and we really look forward to continuing it for a long time. Donna says, bravo for your 77th night of jazz. Thank you so much, Donna.
Thank you, and bravo for you too.
Yeah, you've been along on this whole journey with
Yeah.
us, so we really appreciate you so much, Donna. Thank you. And hey, Joanne. Thanks for being here, Joanne.
Hey, Joanne.
Says,
Thank you for watching.
Great music as usual. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Joanne.
Joni says, now on my phone again. Oh, I see. Yeah, you were on Alicia's phone, and now your own. So.
Thank you, Johnny.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If I missed your comment, I'm going to read through them again later, just in case there were any that I missed, and I'll reply to any if that's the case. And if you haven't liked my Facebook page yet, we encourage you to do so, and also to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Everything is called Laura Dubin Jazz. When you like and subscribe to all these different platforms, you'll be notified every time we go live, or anytime we upload any other kind of content. It's always music related. And we also hope that you'll sign up for my mailing list. You can just go to my website, and then right on the homepage, you'll see the mailing list sign up form. Just scroll down a little bit of a ways, like a couple of inches or so, and you'll see where you can just type your email address and then click sign me up, and that's all you have to do.
All you have to do.
So this night went by really fast today. We didn't.
Yeah.
For a minute, I wondered if I skipped something accidentally, but no, we got it all. So we will see you back here again tomorrow night. Have a wonderful night. Stay safe. We'll see you for the start of week 12 tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.